Hello everybody and welcome to my blog. This is Mia Pratt and I'm speaking to you from a remote Indian village along the coast of central Mexico. For my friends and family who know why I'm here, I'd love to say hello. This is my first broadcast, as you might call it. And for those of you who have not been here before, I'm hoping this communication will sort of give you an understanding of what I'm doing here in case you wish to follow my journey as I go through this process of personal transformation. As you may know, since you've come to my website or my blog to visit me and found this broadcast, I just finished writing The Secrets of the 100 Golden Keys, which is a book about the power of creativity. Unlock the power of your creativity and set your life on fire. After finishing the book and running a small art business for many years, I've decided it was my time to unlock the power of my creativity and have my life set on fire. So here I am. And believe me, I have set it on fire. I came to Mexico about 10 days ago to live in this little cabana in the middle of a remote Indian village, and it has been quite a culture shock. Coming here has been one of the most profound decisions I've made in my life. I can't think of anything else in recent history that's had such an impact on me as getting rid of all my possessions, letting go of having an actual home base waiting for me, getting on a plane, traveling to a country where I don't speak the language, trusting and relying on a couple of people I haven't seen in many years but who are friends of mine, and moving into a situation that I had no idea what it would be like. It's required a lot of trust, it's required a lot of faith, and it's required a lot of courage, not in the way we think of courage normally, but courage as in believing in myself, believing that wherever I go and whatever I do, I'll be able to maintain myself in a way that's healthy and that's true to who I am. So coming here, it's hard to even express in words. I keep wondering why I came, and every day I discover a different reason. Mostly I came because it was time to let go of everything that I had built and created and was therefore relying upon to hold me up, to be my reason for being, to be my purpose. Sometimes the things we do take up so much space that there's a room for who we are, and we find ourselves in a situation where we're surrounded by people who are in our lives because of the association that we have with them, rather than simply because we love each other. And I have many people in my life whom I love and who love me, but I'm also a business owner and have found myself in relationships that have developed over years with clients, with business associates, where really the relationship was about what we do for each other. And it's very difficult for me to thrive in an environment where I have those relationships as many of my primary relationships. Because I know so many of us out there who, because we have obligations and responsibilities and commitments and businesses and associates and everything that goes with running a business, we create these families of people in our lives based on needs, expectations, and commitments, not based on someone we met and we recognized in each other the capacity for a depth of love that transcends what we are doing and finds a home in who we are. So I'm out in the world looking for those people. I'm looking for those souls who are out in the world who look in your eyes to see who you are, and not whether you have something to give them or whether they have something to give you, or whether there is some sort of needs exchange that occurs. And what's really amazing about this journey is that the second I recognized in my life that there was this lonesomeness, and please don't misunderstand, I'm alone by choice, and it's not loneliness, but it's a lonesomeness of seeking other souls, spirits, people who are of like spirit with yourself. And when you find that those people have moved on and faded away, you still have love in your lives. I love everybody I work with, but they're not relationships where somebody would invite you to their home and you could fall asleep on the couch and stay all night and wake up in the morning and they'd stagger out in their pajamas and offer you a bowl of cereal. That's the kind of relationship that I have found is missing in my life. There are a few of them there, but I wanted to build more of those relationships so I'd have an entire community of those people, a family of my own choosing, from those people who understand what that is and what that means. And from the minute I recognized that lonesomeness, that lacking in those kind of relationships, it's as if my entire life just changed. I had uncorked something, and once that genie was out of the bottle, I couldn't stuff it back in. So I started looking around for places to go, to see if those people were there, or if my connection was there, or if my home base was there where I could go someplace new and look around in that place and find my people, those people who I know are there, who are those other travelers, those other souls looking for depth of love and openness of heart. And I traveled to California first, to a little cabin that I've gone to for year after year to do my writing and on retreat. It's a place called Jenner by the Sea, a lovely, lovely inn that sits right on the Russian River, right where it runs into the Pacific Ocean. And I spent a week there with a friend, and I made some connections there, and I walked down to the water, the ocean, and it happens to be the beach where I had thrown a little ceremony for some relatives of mine who had departed. I had taken my mother's, my father's, and my older brother's ashes, all of whom had died between 2000 and 2004, and I had scattered them there several years ago. So when I went back, I walked down to the water, and I walked into the ocean, and I smiled, and I thought about those ancestors and how much I love them and how much they're with me. And I asked this question. I just said to the water and to the sky and to the universe, I just said, take me home. You know, I don't know where to be. Take me home. And I closed my eyes, and the waves just washed over me, and I felt like the ocean is like amniotic fluid. It's like I touched my feet into it, and I felt this connectivity, and I knew that I would have an answer. It was a calm or a peace. I knew that the decision had been made, or the realization had been made that I wasn't home where I was living. I wasn't home. Scottsdale or Arizona was not my place to be. And I left California after a week and went back home, and I had a sense of peace there. And I knew that everything was going to change. Everything in my life was about to change. And I started getting rid of possessions. I started downsizing. I started talking to people about how I would hand off my business and how I would sort of cauterize the ends to the 100 little wires, live wires, that connected me to everything and everyone around me through business and necessity. And that was the beginning of this journey, really. It was the beginning of my recognition that I was about to go on a grand, grand adventure.